Little Kathy went dancing, went dancing, went dancing. Little Kathy went dancing one day. She danced out in the garden, the garden, the garden. She danced out in the garden, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. There she saw a small robin, small robin, small robin. There she saw a small robin, it sat in a tree. Little friend, come and join me, come join me, come join me. Little friend, come and join me, come dancing with me. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay.
I'm afraid I'd look silly, look silly, look silly. I'm afraid I'd look silly, the robin said then. For I'm timid and tiny and tiny and tiny. For I'm timid and tiny, birds can't dance like men.
La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. But you've wings you can fly with, can fly with, can fly with. But you've wings you can fly with, why strut like a man? Everyone can do something, do something, do something. Everyone can do something, it's part of life's plan. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. Let's go call all our neighbors, our neighbors, our neighbors. Let's go call all our neighbors, the large and the small. All the world should be dancing, be dancing, be dancing. All the world should be dancing, for God made us all. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay.
On the surface, Little Kathy is a delightful so-called children's song about a little girl who is in fact Swami Kriyananda's niece named Kathy, talking to a small bird in a garden. And it can certainly be enjoyed that way. In fact, we've occasionally performed this song, kind of as you heard in this recording, with someone playing Kathy and someone playing the robin. And for myself, as I have red hair, I've gotten to play that robin more than once. But like many of the children's songs that we have within Ananda music, we can hear this differently. We can hear it as ourselves being the children, or in this case, the robin, and Divine Mother speaking to us through the voice of Kathy. So here we have Kathy dancing into the garden of creation, which you might also say is the garden of the spine. A garden is a place where things grow. And we can either grow weeds, as in bad karma, or we can grow spiritual karma and spiritual qualities within ourselves. And then we then, being that small robin who's timid and unconfident and, feeling I'm just commonplace and I'm insignificant, and maybe even a robin that's suffering from feelings of smallness and unworthiness. In fact, it's not uncommon that devotees compare their own spiritual stature to that perceived stature of other people and other devotees. And yet that perception is really a delusion, because if you think about it, we're so aware of our own struggles and the karmas and the just the tendencies that we're fighting against and trying to control our habits and emotions and things of that nature, that we're very self-critical and very hard on ourselves when we're reaching for something higher. And yet at the same time, we see other devotees around us who, I can guarantee you, are struggling with the same thing inside themselves. But what do we present outwardly to others? We don't reveal every one of those struggles, do we? We kind of keep those under wraps. We don't reveal them to everybody, so we put out the most cheerful face we can. We try to show people our best attitudes. We give the best of ourselves when we're in those relationships. And so as devotees, we're very critical on ourselves, and yet we see joyful people around us and we think, gosh, I'm just not, I must not be worth anything. I must be the lousiest devotee that's ever walked the face of the earth. And how can God love me? How can the masters love me? And that sense of unworthiness really can come to the fore there. But it really is a delusion, and that's what a song like Little Kathy is really trying to help us understand, that with this, this feeling of unworthiness, we can be like the robin with the timid voice, very afraid to even try from that sense of unworthiness. We feel small, we feel weak, our efforts seem really thin, but Kathy, the Divine Mother, the Divine Friend, an innocence, a sweetness, a divine love, is there to support us and encourage us and to remind us that it's not about just us. It's about doing things together with Divine Mother, with God, doing whatever we can do, however small, and doing it in tune with the greater reality that can then dance with us. Thus, Kathy, in the first verse, descends from the spiritual life. This is, the higher centers of spiritual awareness, descends from this point into the garden of the spine. Little Kathy went dancing, went dancing, went dancing. Little Kathy went dancing one day. She danced out in the garden, the garden, the garden. She danced out in the garden, her heart was so gay. And then we have the chorus, that's something like the whole garden or the whole spine, the whole of creation singing, we might say, in support of the Divine Mother, especially true in the four-part arrangement that you just heard, where kind of have all the parts working through the whole spine. And the lyrics, la ra la lirio, la ra la lay, are of course, they're meaningless, they're just sounds, and they're there to give energy to the song, to give energy into the spine, really, rather than imposing more thoughts and more ideas. And this is a big part of what makes this song like Napoli, when you come from Napoli, with its la 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 la, it's just an energizing chorus. And this song too has an energizing chorus. The same is also true of The Secret of Laughter with luru luru lero, luru luru lai. All of these things just, again, energize the spine, energize what we're trying to accomplish in the song. And that joy of the chorus here in Little Kathy really resonates very much with the upper chakras, inviting the energy of our heart where we feel that unworthiness to lift. So now, in the second verse, Divine Mother in Kathy has descended into the spine and sees us in the robin in the tree. There she saw a small robin, small robin, small robin. There she saw a small robin, it sat in a tree. The image of a tree here reminds us of how Yogananda described the spine itself as an inverted tree with the trunk in the middle and the roots in the brain. And if you picture this scene from the song in your mind, you picture a robin in a tree. Where do you see that robin? Do you see it sitting at the roots? Probably not. Do you see it perched way up high at the very top of the tree? Again, no. Where you'll probably see it and think about it is right in the middle, which is the position of the heart chakra, that center, pivotal place of energy in the spine where energy can flow up or it can flow down. And it's the heart that so often needs to be lifted up, the heart that so often needs to be encouraged, lest it sink into that unworthiness. And again, that's where Kathy is descending to and then invite us to dance. Little friend, come and join me, come join me, come join me. Little friend, come and join me, come dancing with me. And so Divine Mother is giving us that unconditional love, inviting us to dance with her through creation, regardless of what we've done in the past, regardless of our talents, however small. God is infinitely loving and forgiving. And in fact, it's not God who needs to forgive us, it's we who need to forgive ourselves. We need to let go of our past. We need to allow that divine nature within ourselves to come out and accept the invitation to dance. God invites us to dance again regardless of our talents or what we may or may not have. But, when our feelings of unworthiness and our feelings small, we think we're neither saints nor angels. And so what do we say typically? I'm afraid I'd look silly, look silly, look silly. I'm afraid I'd look silly, the robin said then. For I'm timid and tiny and tiny and tiny. For I'm timid and tiny, birds can't dance like men. We're afraid in many ways to dance and show what we are, lest others criticize us for being something less than they expect. And really, on another level, we're also afraid to dance with joy, because if we dance, we affirm joy in the face of the sorrowing and the suffering that surrounds us in the world. And people are likely to ask, what right do you have to dance? What right do you have to be happy? And if we give in to that doubt, forgetting not only our divine natures, but the divine nature of everything else, we might then think, well, I don't deserve to be joyful then. I don't deserve to be happy because I'm not that important. And I can't be divine, so why should I try to live in joy? And yet, regardless of how we feel like that, Kathy, again, the Divine Mother and the Divine Friend, is always there to give us love, is always there to give us confidence and also the safety to try with whatever is our best, and to remind us that joy is the sole reality. God, Divine Mother, and the Gurus, they never expect us to do someone else's best or to work with someone else's tools and someone else's talents. They ask only that we do our best to just try our best with what God has endowed us with. And so Kathy tells us that. But you've wings you can fly with, can fly with, can fly with. But you've wings you can fly with, why strut like a man? Everyone can do something, do something, do something. Everyone can do something, it's part of life's plan. So although we may feel small and insignificant compared with the saints and the angels, and even with other devotees, again, in that deluded perception we can have. It's like the robin trying to compare itself to humans. But Divine Mother treats us all equally. God created every one of us, every plant, every animal, every insect, indeed every atom, to play a unique role in this whole cosmos. As Sri Yukteswar said in Autobiography of a Yogi, he said, every atom in creation is dowered with individuality. And in the same book, Yogananda says that God created each man as a soul dowered with individuality, hence essential to the universal structure, whether in the temporary role of pillar or parasite. Think of that idea, essential to the divine structure. Every atom, every individual, every soul, you are essential to the divine structure. You're here for a reason. You have a role to play. You are important and worthy of every bit of love in God's eyes. And once we accept this truth, once we accept our worthiness in God's eyes, then the energy of the heart can really flow upwards to find freedom at the spiritual eye, where we can then indeed dance with Divine Mother. And what do we then say? Let's go call all our neighbors, our neighbors, our neighbors. Let's go call all our neighbors, the large and the small. All the world should be dancing, be dancing, be dancing. All the world should be dancing, for God made us all. And in our celebration, in our celebration of finding that freedom in ourselves, we can invite the world to discover freedom as well. We recognize that everything is divine. And on another level of the spine, we invite all of our chakras, having the heart uplifted, we say, let's get the whole spine, all of our neighbors, the large being the upper spine and the small being the lower spine. We can invite them to dance as well. So clearly, Little Kathy as a song addresses negative emotions like timidity, unworthiness, the self-criticism that comes from that, and doubt, especially doubt of one's own divine nature, as well as with guilt and shame. You know, the song is something of a conversation between the heart and the spiritual eye, addressing all of those doubts and helping us again realize our true selves. Swami Kriyananda assigns little Kathy to day 20 of Secrets of Emotional Healing, which is the same that he assigns to Lift Your Heart and Strength. That's why I did Lift Your Heart and Strength before as a previous session to this one. And in that saying, he says the secret of overcoming feelings of guilt is to relinquish the past, for whatever has been done can't be undone. Resolve instead to do better from today onward, and ever better, until that better becomes the very best that is in you. View your mistakes as prods merely to ultimate victory. So we can so easily let go of our guilt and our shame with this song, but you know, that guilt and that shame from the past is often what holds us back. So often we're burdened with our mistakes from the past and our perceived failings, especially when we compare ourselves to others, that we forget we don't need the legs to strut with, as the song says, because we have wings to fly. Or put another way, maybe in a more practical sense, that, or less figurative sense, you might say that, you know, perhaps you're not the kind of devotee that can easily spend 3 hours in meditation every day, or sit comfortably even for an hour in deep meditation. But perhaps you can serve outwardly without that the sense of ego consciousness that is really the important thing you're trying to give up in meditation as well. So whether it be karma yoga in service, raja yoga in meditation, bhakti yoga in devotion, jnana yoga in wisdom, the goal in each of those is surrender of ego consciousness that brings soul liberation. It's not about how many hours you spend in the meditation room. It's not about how much you serve. It's not about how much you express your devotion outwardly or how wise you seem outwardly. It's about the surrender of the ego. You know, and where things like service is concerned, Yogananda said that when you work for God and not self, which is to say, when you work to gain God, when you work to put yourself in tune with divine consciousness, is different from thinking you're working for a cosmic boss or a cosmic manager, let alone a cosmic tyrant that some people get stuck in. You're working for God you work for God in the same way that in a worldly job you work for money, you work to gain something. That's, I think, what he really means by that. When you work for God, not self, then it's just as good as meditation, he said. Then work helps your meditation, and meditation helps your work. Now, with this realization that we are worthy, that we can let go of the guilt and the shame, it's also very possible that discovering our wings and our ability to fly, discovering whatever talent we might have, we can be tempted to judge others for the fact that they don't have that same talent, that if they don't have wings, we can then become rather prideful about that, right? And we can be tempted to judge them. But we must always remember that everyone can do something, as the song says, even if it's different from what we can do. Every atom, every insect, every plant, every animal, every soul, dowered with individuality, again plays an important, essential role in the cosmic structure. And so because little Kathy reminds us to recognize the worthiness in ourselves and in others, Swami Kriyananda also assigned this song to a quality that's quite unlike the others identified so far. In fact, something of an opposite, which is conceit. And here's how he puts it in day 26 of Secrets of Emotional Healing. He says, "The secret of overcoming conceit is to view the universe as center everywhere, circumference nowhere. Each human being lives at the heart of a vast reality. Remember, the need of everyone to seek his own approach to truth is quite as important as your own. Above all, see God's presence at that universal center as the true causative factor. All the world should be dancing, for God made us all, and made us all with a unique song to sing and a unique way to dance with the divine."
Little Kathy went dancing, went dancing, went dancing. Little Kathy went dancing one day. She danced out in the garden, the garden, the garden. She danced out in the garden, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. There she saw a small robin, small robin, small robin. There she saw a small robin, it sat in a tree. Little friend, come and join me, come join me, come join me. Little friend, come and join me, come dancing with me. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay.
I'm afraid I'd look silly, look silly, look silly. I'm afraid I'd look silly, the robin said then. For I'm timid and tiny and tiny and tiny. For I'm timid and tiny, birds can't dance like men.
La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. But you've wings you can fly with, can fly with, can fly with. But you've wings you can fly with, why strut like a man? Everyone can do something, do something, do something. Everyone can do something, it's part of life's plan. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. Let's go call all our neighbors, our neighbors, our neighbors. Let's go call all our neighbors, the large and the small. All the world should be dancing, be dancing, be dancing. All the world should be dancing, for God made us all. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so gay. La 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 lady, oh la 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 lay. Little Kathy went dancing, her heart was so